The station trembled under incoming fire. Sparks rained from the shattered ceiling panels. Human soldiers scrambled, shouting orders, bullets carving arcs through the dim light. Corin Vega, a young human soldier, sprinted past fallen comrades, a blaster in hand. The alarm screamed, warning of an airlock breach. Beyond the reinforced glass, the alien city glowed, towers bending like liquid metal under a violet sky. A sudden scream froze Corin mid-step. It was high-pitched, frantic, unrelenting. He turned to see a small alien child, wings fluttering, thrashing against invisible chains. No one could calm it. Not the medics, not the translators, not the hovering drones. Something inside Corin surged. He dropped his blaster. Hands outstretched, he approached. The child recoiled, a wave of fear radiating like static electricity. Corin froze, waiting for the next strike. Then he noticed her. She emerged from the smoke, tall and lithe, skin shimmering silver, eyes like molten amber. The alien woman glided forward, calm but tense. Her gaze locked on the child. She whispered sounds Corin could not comprehend. The child whined, then froze, wings folding hesitantly. Corin blinked. The alien woman looked at him. Recognition flashed. Not fear, not anger, but curiosity. A silent challenge passed between them. Explosions rattled the station. Debris tumbled. The child whimpered again, terrified of the chaos. Corin felt the surge of duty. He scooped the alien child into his arms, instincts overriding fear. The woman nodded sharply. Without words, she led them down a narrow maintenance corridor. Smoke burned Corin's lungs. Alarms screamed. He ran, the child clinging tightly. The alien woman guiding them through shadows and sparks. Something moved in the smoke. Figures approached, armed, hostile. Corin tensed. The alien woman raised a hand. A pulse of energy shot out, knocking the attackers off their feet. The corridor went silent except for the child's soft whimper and the hum of emergency lights. The child looked up at Corin, eyes wide and shimmering. The alien woman spoke again, strange melodic tones that vibrated through the air. The child relaxed, leaning toward her. Corin watched, astonished. A door hissed open ahead. Beyond it, the city stretched in impossible patterns, streets folding over themselves. The alien woman gestured for them to move. Corin hesitated, feeling the weight of uncertainty. Then the child laughed. A pure bell-like sound. It echoed, bouncing off metal and glass. Corin could not help but smile. The alien woman looked at him, eyes softening ever so slightly. Something unspoken began to form. Trust, curiosity, a bond that would bridge worlds. But outside, shadows gathered, waiting for the next move. The door clanged shut behind them. Smoke swirled, hiding movement. Corin held the child tight, heart hammering. The alien woman glanced at him, then forward. Her pace was calm, deliberate, but every step carried power. They entered a chamber lined with glowing panels. Holographic maps flickered across the walls, showing shifting lines and glowing symbols. The child wriggled, pointing at one of the projections. The alien woman knelt, touching it. Corin leaned closer. The map shifted, revealing a sector Corin had never seen, streets bending, towers twisting like glass. The child whimpered, wings trembling. Corin whispered soothing words, even though he knew she could not understand. The alien woman smiled faintly. Then a vibration ran through the floor. The station shuddered violently. Corin spun around. A squad of hybrid drones appeared at the far end, weapons humming. The alien woman straightened, eyes narrowing. She raised both hands. A wave of energy flung the drones backward. Sparks rained as circuits fried. Corin ducked instinctively. The child cried out. Corin glanced down. A thin line of fear ran through her voice. The alien woman leaned in, murmuring melodic tones. The child stiffened, then slowly relaxed. Corin blinked. He had never seen anyone tame fear so completely. Outside the chamber, the airlock hissed. A new alarm pierced the hum of emergency systems. The alien woman turned, scanning. Her gaze landed on Corin. She gestured sharply. They needed to move. They raced through twisting corridors, the child tucked against Corin's chest. Every turn revealed chaos, flickering lights, fallen debris, alien soldiers shouting in commands Corin could not decipher. Yet the alien woman navigated with precision, as if she knew every hidden path. A shadow darted across the ceiling. Corin froze. Before he could react, the alien woman extended a hand. Energy leapt out, striking the shadow. A hover drone spun out of control, crashing into the wall. Corin's jaw tightened. This woman was not just powerful. She was lethal. The child giggled unexpectedly, startling Corin. He looked down. Her laughter echoed strangely, almost musical, even in the chaos. The alien woman glanced at them, and for a split second, her eyes softened. Corin understood. This child had changed everything. A massive chamber appeared ahead, doors sliding open. Inside, an alien vessel pulsed with light. The alien woman nodded toward it. Without hesitation, she gestured for them to enter. As Corin stepped inside, He realized the gravity of what he was doing. He was leaving everything he knew behind, his team, his orders, his world. But the child's tiny hands gripped his neck, and the alien woman's amber eyes held him in a silent promise. Outside, the city burned. Shadows advanced. Danger was far from over. And yet a strange hope began to bloom. The journey had just begun. The vessel thrummed beneath their feet. Light pulsed along the walls, tracing patterns that seemed alive. Corin felt the hum in his chest. The child squirmed in his arms, wings twitching nervously. The alien woman gestured for him to follow. Her hands glowed faintly, leaving streaks in the air as she moved. Corin realized she could manipulate more than energy. She could shape it, bend it, control it like a weapon and a shield at once. A siren wailed suddenly. Red lights painted the walls. The vessel shook violently. Corin stumbled, clutching the child tighter. Through the viewport, he saw shapes racing across the city, moving faster than thought, hunting them. The alien woman whispered a word. The floor beneath the pursuing figures erupted in jagged energy. Corin felt the pulse hit him like a wave, knocking him off balance. When he regained his stance, the intruders were gone. For now. The child laughed. Corin could not believe it. Despite chaos, despite danger, she laughed. It was bright, pure, almost magical. The alien woman watched her carefully, eyes flicking to Corin. A subtle nod passed between them, unspoken understanding. They were a team now, however unlikely. Corin scanned the vessel's controls. Symbols shifted as he touched them, responding to the alien woman's guidance. He realized this ship was part intelligence, part living organism. It reacted to them. Suddenly, the hatch behind them hissed open. A figure entered, tall, armored, human in shape, but with alien markings etched across the suit. It advanced, silent and deliberate. Corin raised his weapon. The alien woman positioned herself between them and the intruder. The figure paused, then spoke in a distorted, mechanical voice. Words were foreign, yet somehow understandable. Threat. Corin tensed. The child whimpered. The alien woman stepped forward. Light poured from her hands, illuminating the intruder. A pulse of energy flared. The figure staggered but did not fall. Corin realized this was not a normal enemy. It was enhanced, engineered, unstoppable. The child shrieked suddenly, wings flaring. Corin spun, expecting danger. But instead, the child had reached for a console. Symbols lit up under her tiny touch, and energy surged, enveloping the intruder. The figure froze, then collapsed, incapacitated. Corin stared, mouth open. The child had saved them. The alien woman's eyes met his. Amber flames danced within them. She spoke softly, melodic, almost a song. Corin had no idea what she said, yet he understood. They were not just allies, they were protectors. Outside the city burned, shadows advanced, and alarms screamed. Inside, a fragile bond had formed, stronger than any weapon. And the journey was about to reach its greatest test. The vessel rose above the city, engines screaming, light streaming like a comet across the violet sky. Corin clutched the child tightly, wings brushing against his face. Below, the chaos of the alien metropolis unfolded. Explosions, fleeing figures, the city bending in impossible angles. The alien woman stood at the helm, calm but resolute. Her amber eyes glowed brighter than ever. She had led them this far, but she did not hide the weight of what was coming. Something hunted them, something relentless. A shadow detached itself from the skyline. Massive winged armored. Corin's stomach tightened. The figure moved faster than any human could, faster than instinct. It dove toward the vessel, energy crackling from its arms. Corin raised his blaster, but the alien woman placed a hand on his shoulder. A pulse of light shot from her, shielding the vessel. Sparks danced across the metal hull. She turned to him, eyes saying, "Trust me." The shadow struck. The vessel rocked violently, alarms screaming. Panels burst into flames. Corin held the child tighter. The alien woman's hands glowed, weaving arcs of energy, each one deflecting strikes that would have shredded the hull. The child giggled again, tiny hands reaching for a console. Lights pulsed, circuits hummed. Corin realized she was not just a child. She was part of this ship, part of the power that had saved them before. The alien woman moved beside the child, guiding her hands. Energy spiraled outward in a controlled pulse, knocking the shadow backward. Corin fired his blaster at weak points the alien woman pointed out. Sparks, fire, smoke, chaos, and precision danced together. The shadow faltered, then lunged one last time. Corin held his breath. Time slowed. The alien woman and the child acted as one. Energy flaring, light engulfing the intruder. It screamed, a sound neither human nor alien, and exploded in a flash of violet fire. The vessel stabilized. Silence settled, heavy but victorious. Corin exhaled, his chest tight with relief. The child nestled against him, eyes sparkling. The alien woman turned, amber gaze softening for the first time. She nodded, a silent acknowledgement of trust and triumph. Outside, the city still burned, but for the first time, hope glimmered. Corin realized the impossible. an alliance that spanned worlds, built on courage, laughter, and the bravery of a single child. He looked at the alien woman. She smiled faintly. No words were needed. The journey was over, but the bond they had forged would endure. Above the burning city, the vessel glided into the stars. A human, an alien, and a child, bound by destiny, ready to face whatever awaited in the galaxy. The stars welcomed them home.